Hi, I'm Jinu, and you better hold on to your butts because my story is a crazy ride. Before we begin, please like and subscribe. I belong to a family of crooks. That's right, my parents are the worst. They'll do anything for money. Dad sells repainted junkyard cars to innocent customers. And Mom runs a salon where she keeps a small box of live lice to infect clients and start epidemics.
It's good for business, sweetheart. If I get hired to clean up nasty heads, sometimes they'll even come to get all their heads shaved off.
But it's wrong. You're tricking honest people.
You can't con an honest man, my boy. All those idiots who come through my shop want to be fooled. I'm just helping them lose their money faster.
And it pays for your fancy clothes and toys, pea-brained so butt out.
My little sister Mira was just as bad. She was pale and thin and had a fake doctor's note saying she had a weak heart, so everybody thought she was a sickly sweetheart. But she was actually as heartless as my parents. Mira often took her classmates' books and hid them.
Please, I just want my book back, Mira.
Yeah, if you give me Ansala.
I got so mad I snatched the book right out of her hands. Here you go.
Quit acting like you're better than me, big bro. You're just as wicked as I am. You just hide it better.
Shut up, Mira. I don't want anyone to know I'm related to you. I'm nothing like you. I was so afraid people would find out about my crazy family, so I went by my middle name at school. Rumi, my best friend, was the only good thing in my life. We would always hang out at her place because I didn't want her anywhere near my scheming family. For her 14th birthday, I gave Rumi a set of water guns. Her parents kept giving me weird looks. We were playing with the guns when I accidentally knocked her new iPad to the ground. I'm sorry. I'll save up and pay to have it fixed.
Are you happy now? You've ruined Rumi's birthday after your father sold me that disaster on wheels. I bet your family enjoys making people miserable.
How do you know about my dad?
Because I followed him on social media. You're probably just like him. I want you out of our house, and Rumi isn't allowed to be your friend anymore.
I looked at Rumi, hoping she would stand up for me, but she looked betrayed.
I can't believe you kept this for me. If you warned me about your dad, I could have saved my dad from wasting all that money on that piece of junk. He's right. You are evil.
Man, oh yeah, if your dad wasn't so cheap and just looking for a good deal, he wouldn't have fallen for a con artist. Your dad's a fool, and so are you. I ran home furious, but my parents didn't care that they've ruined my friendship.
Here, San, dry your tears. Once you become rich, you can buy new friends.
Yeah, that's the secret of happiness and popularity. You'll thank us when you're older.
I'll never thank you. I hate being in this house. But they just laughed like I was some cute little baby throwing a tantrum. They were impossible. So I added onion juice to Mom's night cream and turmeric to Dad's toothpaste. They were furious. Dry your tears, folks. But the next day at school, Rumi refused to speak to me. I felt awful. I was leaving an apology note in her locker after school when I heard a weird sound from an empty classroom. I peeked inside and it was Mira. That little sneak was stealing school property. I recorded her in the act. Mira was finally going to pay. The next day, the school was in chaos over the stone projectors.
Whoever did this is in big trouble. If anyone has any information, please come forward.
I immediately went to the principal's office and told her everything, but she wouldn't believe me.
You expect me to believe that weak little girl did this? Those projectors are heavy, Jinu.
Then what do you make of this? The principal was furious. She called her parents in and Mira was expelled, and my parents were so mad at me for telling on her, and Mira looked like an angry psycho.
I can't believe you ratted me out. I'm your sister.
You know what they say, there's no honor among thieves.
You're going to pay for this, Jinu.
Whatever. Not the case, but Mira went crazy one day. Mom was getting ready for brunch when she found a freaking skunk in her closet. Well, the rest of us were gagging because of the stink. Mira was laughing her butt off. She kept doing these things for weeks, but they always blamed me, not her.
Why would poor Mira do this? She loves us. She's one of us. You're still trying to get back at us because you're your stupid friend. This is ridiculous, Jinu, and you better stop now.
My parents stormed off and I turned to Mira. Do you think you'll always get away? I'll get you one of these days.
Keep trying, fart face. Mom and Dad will never believe it was me.
She was totally evil. I worried she'd do something to hurt me. Soon, things were a disaster at home. But at school, I focused on getting on the football team. On the day of the tryouts, I discovered Terror was part of the cheer squad. Hey, it's good to see you.
I can't say the same about you.
We did our plays and I killed it. But before the names were announced, I saw Rumi whispering something to the football captain.
You've got average talent, but I know where we can put that big ugly face of yours. Here you can cheer on the team as the mascot loser.
I couldn't believe my sweet friend had turned into such a monster. One day after a game, I was running back in my mascot suit to the showers when I bumped into someone and fell on my butt. I looked up and saw Zoe, the most popular cheerleader and student body president.
Whoa! Easy there, Big Cat. We can't have our most important team member injured.
Most important, me. You can't be serious.
Of course I am. Your cheers are great. I'm Zoe, by the way.
I know who you are. I'm Jinu.
You're too handsome to be hiding behind that mask. See you around, Lion. I mean Jinu.
Her jokes were cheesy but cute. I couldn't help falling for her. She brought me chocolates after every practice. It even helped me with a few math assignments. But Rumi didn't like us hanging out. One day during practice, she bumped into me on purpose.
Watch where you're going, criminal.
Shut up, Rumi. I thought you were my friend, but you're just a jealous witch. You can't see me happy.
I wonder how much Zoe will like you when she finds out your family is a bunch of crook. Her dad is a judge, you know.
Don't you dare tell her.
Try me.
Zoe wasn't just my girlfriend, she was my only friend. If she ever found out about my family, she would drop me like a hot potato. But things were finally looking up. I asked Zoe to the prom and she said yes. But one day when I went to the gym lockers to get my mascot costume, it was gone. The game was already on and I was super late. I looked everywhere, but the costume was nowhere to be found. Then I saw it. The thief who had stolen my costume was charging at the cheerleaders and then pushed Rumi down, and I watched in horror as the mascot ran inside the locker room and took off the mask. It was Mira.
Try worming your way out of this one, moron.
Rumi made a big deal out of it. No one believed that it wasn't me and it was thrown off the team. Zoe, you have to believe me. I would never do something like this.
I believe you, Jinu. You're the most honest person I know.
Then you don't know him at all. Tell me, Zoe, have you ever met his family?
What are you doing, Rumi?
Telling the truth because you never do. Ask to see his family, Zoe. I bet he won't make it happen.
What is she talking about? And why don't you ever talk about your family?
It's really no big deal. Rumi's dad doesn't like mine because she won a business contract they both wanted. She's just a pretty little witch.
Then let's have dinner on Friday. My place. My parents would love to meet you and your family.
Rumi was ruining everything. I decided not to tell my parents about the invitation, but when I got home, I heard the most shocking thing.
Of course, we're available. See you then, Jinu. We've been invited to Judge Foss's house for dinner on Friday. Why didn't you tell us you were dating their daughter?
Because I don't want you to ruin this for me. Call them back and tell them you can't go say you had a stroke or something.
And give up a chance of rubbing shoulders with a judge. No way that kind of connection can really help us.
If you try to con a judge and he finds out you could face jail time, please call and cancel.
We know what we're doing, kiddo. Don't worry about it.
You just focus on keeping your girlfriend happy. Can you believe it? Our little goody two-shoes played the biggest con yet and made a judge's daughter fall for him.
That's my boy.
I paced my room furiously, thinking of ways to cancel the dinner. I decided to come clean to Zoe, but then something completely unexpected happened.
I hear you're having troubles with the parents. For a small fee, I can stop them from going to that dinner.
And why should I trust you?
I don't see anyone else coming to help you. You could pay me half now and half later.
Mira was a snake, but I was desperate, so I agreed. On Friday night, I got really sick.
Nice try, Jinu, but we're not buying it. You're trying to stop us from going to this dinner?
No, please. I'm not good at tricks like you guys. I'm really sick.
Then it's a good thing Mira is here to look after you. Have fun. We know we're going to.
I was sweaty and nervous, but sometime later, I got the most horrible call. Mom and Dad were in an accident. Zoe joined us as Mira and I rushed to the hospital, but thank God they weren't seriously injured. Apparently their car brakes had failed. I couldn't believe Mira had gone so far. You did this! What is wrong with you?
I didn't do anything to the car. I just gave you a bad burrito to make you sick.
And who did this?
We think you know young men.
The act was up. They had footage of me from our neighbor's security camera fiddling with Dad's car.
Jinu, what the heck is this?
It's revenge, okay? You guys ruined my life with your shady crimes. I wasn't going to risk Zoe finding out about you, so I tried to cut the fuel line to stop you from going. I must have accidentally cut the brake lines instead.
And all those pranks at home.
I did everything. The skunk, the itching powder, and the frogs. I framed Mira so you could see what an awful job you were doing bringing us up. But it made no difference. You guys are terrible parents, and now you made me just like you. I'm just as bad as all of you. They were all shocked and stared at me like I was the evil one when they had been fooling people for years.
This isn't okay, son. This is crazy stuff. You need therapy.
I don't need therapy. They do. They're criminals and crooks. They should be in jail.
Babe, please. I understand how hard it's been for you, and we all make mistakes, but 2 wrongs don't make a right. You need help, and I'll be with you every step of the way.
Hearing her kind words, I broke down crying. All right, I need help. I want to get better. I'm ready. Officer, Zoe held my other hand and we left together.
Don't worry, son. Your parents will get punished for their crimes.
No one is born defined by their family's mistakes. Having the courage to admit them, take responsibility, and seek help is the path to healing and building a better life.
Hey there, I'm Zoe and I was born on a small island in New Zealand. My family was a bit special because we were the lighthouse keepers. As a kid, I loved pretending I was Rapunzel in her tower. Little did I know I'd start feeling as trapped as she did. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. My parents broke up soon after I was born, and Mom left to follow her dreams and became a very successful actress. She was extremely busy and never got time to visit me. Sure, she'd send me the amazing gifts, but Dad basically raised me alone, and oh boy, Dad was a very strict person and also a local hero. Years ago, he was the first to swat a ship that hit the rocks on a stormy night, and he bravely coordinated a rescue mission and would only visit the local market once a week for supplies. But that didn't stop me looking for an adventure. Like one day when I was 5, we were at the market when I decided to sneak on a fishing boat about to leave port. Hi, Captain. Ready to sit sail?
Who is this child?
Of course, that made Dad furious. Dad and I enjoyed watching movies together, and Moms were my favorite. I loved how glamorous she looked, and I wanted to be just like her one day. And growing up, that dream grew stronger. Sure, once school started, I had plenty of friends and I liked this place, but I just wanted more. Dad, can I take acting classes?
For the 100th time, we don't have any on the island.
But maybe if we moved.
That's out of the question. Our life is here.
Well, maybe for him, but I couldn't accept that as my fate. Then my opportunity came in the 10th grade. I was at school when I noticed a flyer on the bulletin board that said a famous acting program was looking for new talent in our area. I didn't tell my dad anything, and on the day of the casting, I sneaked away from him to go to the audition. The contest started and I realized that being in front of the camera came to me naturally. That night I tuned in for the results. Dad happened to walk by the television just when my name showed up on screen. I passed the auditions round.
Zoe, I can't believe you went there alone.
I'm sorry, but you would have never let me participate. Please, Dad, let me do this. He reluctantly agreed to let me continue and I squealed. For the next 6 months, he went with me to the mainland for all classes. At the end of them, I was invited to a talk show where it would be revealed which television show was about to hire me. As I was chatting with the host, suddenly someone from the audience walked onto the stage.
Well done, Zoe. I knew you were going to make it.
Everyone was silent, stunned to see the world-famous actress. Mom?
Indeed, after all these years, we are reunited, love, and will get to work together on the new television show.
As Mom hugged me and I was speechless. I had no idea she was a part of this. I walked backstage with Mom where Dad was waiting.
Nice to see you, Celia. It's been, what, 15 years? And now, you're suddenly Zoe's adoring mother, ready to take her away.
If you're such a good father, don't stand in the way of her dreams. And can you just straighten your ugly tie? It's driving me crazy.
Mom walked off while Dad looked upset. Dad, I know this is all very unexpected, but aren't you proud of me?
Of course I am, love. I guess I'm just not ready for you to leave.
He looked so sad it broke my heart. Maybe I shouldn't go.
No, she's right, Zoe. You deserve to follow your dreams. You know where to find me.
And 2 days later, I was all packed up and ready to go. After we landed at the airport, a limousine took us to Mom's house, or should I say palace. Then Mom showed me to my beautiful room. This feels like a dream.
No, honey, it's your life now.
Mom, I just don't understand one thing. Why didn't you ever visit me?
Oh, sweetie, I wanted to so much, but there was never a good time. You don't know how hard it is to make it in this industry with no support or connections. I barely even had any money. I had to fight hard to get good roles and grab every opportunity. But now you won't have to fight so hard because I'll make everything easier for you.
I felt overwhelmed by her love and attention, and it was so cool to have the great Celia as my mom, but soon I discovered Mom was a bit strange. All her clothes and shoes had to be arranged by color. She would schedule every minute of her day. She wanted us to make public mother-daughter appearances in matching outfits, and the designers got an earful if they weren't identical. On my first day on set, I went alone feeling super nervous. My first scene was with Jake, the gorgeous male lead. He was so distracting I kept forgetting my lines.
Cut 10-minute break, everyone, especially Zoe.
I felt so embarrassed.
Can you even act at all?
Excuse me?
I'm just saying there are plenty of talented girls who can take your spot.
If you have nothing nice to say, you do have the option of staying quiet.
If you don't know how to act, you do have the option of leaving.
What a jerk. I calmed down my nerves and delivered my lines perfectly in the next take, but after that we were always trying to trip each other up. He made silly faces to distract me during scenes, so I slipped laxatives in his coffee that kept him running to the bathroom. You get the gist, right? But one day I found out it was the makeup artist's birthday, so I ordered a huge cake to surprise her.
This was your idea.
Yeah, why did you put something in the cake?
No, just wishing you ordered chocolate. Who likes pineapple cake?
SpongeBob. But from then on, Jake started being nicer to me. We'd chat during lunch, mostly working with Mom, though, was not a piece of cake. She was a perfectionist and would make me redo scenes 20 times. And she was really hard on everyone. Like that time her assistant brought the wrong coffee.
I told you no sugar and always put my coffee on a coaster. Plastic spoon on the left, napkin on the right. Did you even pass kindergarten?
Or that time with the camera woman?
You're getting all my wrong angles. Look, you're clearly not pretty enough to be in front of the camera, but now you're not even good behind it. Also, can you get your eyebrows done?
One day I had a long scene with Mom and she kept pointing out every tiny mistake. She wanted to discuss it more during break, but I just shut myself up in the bathroom, escaped through the window, and ran to Jake's trailer. Jake let me in.
Okay, Grumpy, what's going on?
I told him how Mom was tiring me out by being so demanding.
Well, what were you expecting with your mom's reputation?
What do you mean?
Your mom is famous for being difficult to work with. No one likes her because of her bad attitude, and literally had to sign a contract that I wouldn't pick fights with her because I can't stand rude people.
Hey, that's not really fair. Yes, Mom can be hard to please, but that's because she's passionate about her
work. We're all passionate about our work, but we don't act bratty.
You have no idea what she went through. She started from nothing and she struggled alone for years. Look, I just felt a bit frustrated, so I vented to you, but that doesn't mean you get to diss my mom. I was about to storm off, but Jake stopped me.
You're right. I'm sorry you just came to vent. Maybe since she's your mom, you can tell her to be less critical of you sometimes, because I think you're pretty wonder. I mean, you're all right.
For some reason, my heart fluttered as I walked off, but I didn't take Jake's advice and talk to Mom. I understood this is who she was, and I just had to work hard to make her proud. Soon after, we got news about the ratings of our season. It was a huge success and the studio wanted to sign us for season 2.
That's great. Of course, we'll need you to double our paychecks if you want Zoe to stay.
You know, we don't have that kind of money.
Mom, isn't that
double the paycheck or Zoe walks?
Fine, fine. And you too will be good to work through winter break.
No, I have plans to visit my dad.
Yes, no problem. Plans can change.
I felt mad as we walked out of the office. I promised Dad I'd go see him.
Zoe, success requires many sacrifices, but sure, you can always go back to the life you had before.
That made me quickly drop the argument because I couldn't imagine going back to my old town. When I told Dad the news, he was sad but understanding. The next day in a meeting, the director told us that Jake's character and mine were going to end up together in the second season.
Ew, I'd rather kiss a frog.
I'd rather kiss the frog's poop.
Make sure to brush your teeth that day, Zoe.
I'll make sure to eat garlic instead.
And here I was hoping for something more romantic.
I wasn't sure if he was joking, but just then Mom pulled me away. As we climbed into the car, she started lecturing me about not getting crushes on my co-stars as if I could help it. That evening I was in my room watching videos when Jinu called.
Zoe, are you watching the news?
I turned on the television and was shocked to see reports of a devastating hurricane that had swept over my island. I tried calling Dad, but the line was down. I was so worried, and finally hours later Dad called me back.
I'm fine. Well, except for the torn ligament in my arm. I'll need surgery for it, and the lighthouse is damaged and most of the town too.
Dad, you just focus on getting better before anything else. Okay, I'll cover your medical bills. He tried to refuse, but I wasn't backing down. I had plenty saved from the first season of the show, but the next day when I went to the bank to transfer money, my account was nearly empty.
You and your mother have a joint account, and recently she transferred all the funds to her solo one.
What the heck? When I asked her about it, she acted totally normal.
I left some allowance and I buy everything you need. What else do you want?
My money. I earned it and Dad was injured. He needs it.
I don't care about him. You're living here now and your lifestyle isn't cheap.
But I care. And if money is an issue, we can move to a smaller house.
No, our image would suffer.
You mean your image? Do you even care about what I want?
You wanted to be an actress, right? I made you so.
So you're saying I have no talent? I was getting that television show rolled without you. Mom, it's not enough to steal credit for everything. So you've stolen my money. I won't stay here another minute.
Yes, you will, or your career is over.
She will go wherever she wants.
I turned around to see Dad. Dad, what are you doing here?
Just decided to make a surprise visit. I didn't have a good feeling when you showed up out of nowhere, Celia, but I didn't think you'd steal from your own daughter. Some things never change, I guess.
What do you mean?
Years ago, when I rescued those people from the sinking ship, the owner gave me a huge sum of money to thank me. And soon after your mom asked me out, I felt so lucky, but then she used all my money to start her career, broke up with me and left the moment her popularity rose.
Why didn't you tell me all this?
Because I hoped she'd change and come back and we could be a family.
You really think I'd come back to the dumb stinky village? You were always a fool.
I guess I take after Dad, because I didn't see right away what a cold-hearted, selfish person you are. Mom, Dad and I left, and the next day we were on the ferry back to the island. Seeing the lighthouse so battered brought tears to my eyes. I've been so blind. I was so obsessed with Mom, I couldn't see who she really was.
But she was right about one thing. Zoe, I've held you back and I'm sorry. I've just always wanted to keep you safe, but I ended up making you feel trapped. From now on, I'll always support you, even if that means we have to move. Once you left, I realized my job isn't more important than you are.
The next day, Dad made some calls and arranged a meeting with a lawyer. We managed to get my money back and he had the surgery while the lighthouse was being repaired. I also used my popularity to raise funds for my town. For the first time, I realized how much the island and our community meant to me. One day, I was enjoying the sunset on the lighthouse balcony when I heard someone behind me.
How many steps does this place have?
You're wheezing like you're toxic. What are you doing here?
I talked with the producers and found some interesting stuff about your mother.
Turns out Mom's career hasn't been doing too well in recent years, and she had used me to get that role in the new show.
The producer said they never wanted to hire her but were forced to when she made that public announcement. Now that you left, they're more than happy to fire her. They want you back, Zoe, and this time you'll work on your own terms. Please come back or they'll find another female lead.
And you don't want that to happen?
Yeah, what if they hire someone I want to kiss even less than I want to kiss you?
That would be terrible. Then I suppose I'll have to rescue you.
You're my hero.
Cherish those who sacrifice, protect, and stand by you, and don't let appearances overshadow the value of kinship, honesty, and gratitude.
I slowly stepped into a pitch-black room. The only light came from a few lamps, shining right onto a painting on the wall. The woman in the painting was smiling softly, but it just made my skin crawl. She looked exactly like me. Suddenly, I heard footsteps behind me getting closer. Hey guys, I'm Joyce Watson, 17, living with my grandpa Ben here in Miami. My parents, I've got no idea. The only thing they left me is this necklace. Grandpa never says anything more. We're not rich, but we're happy. Or we were, until Grandpa fell and got hurt.
I'm so sorry, sweetheart.
It's okay, Grandpa. I can handle it.
So, to help cover our bills, I went to work as a waitress at the Great Aram, one of the fanciest 5-star hotels in town. Getting the job wasn't easy. I had to pass tests on fitness, traffic, and talking to guests. The manager, Knox, is super strict, but I did it thanks to hard work and a bit of luck.
Congrats, Joyce. You beat 50 others. You're officially part of the Grand Orem Hotel.
On my first day, I messed up big time. I spilled something on Vanessa's dress. She's a rich kid staying here.
I'm so sorry, miss. I'll clean it up right now.
Don't touch! My limited edition Dior. You'll ruin it.
Knox stepped in and helped calm things down, but after that, Vanessa and her rich clique made my life miserable.
Why is my food still not here? So slow. Why is this place still dirty? If I complain, you're done here. Can't even hold this for me.
Her friends laughed while I just swallowed it all. I needed this job too much.
So you'll clean this whole lounge before you go home.
I cleaned until midnight, all alone. Just finished this. Joyce, you got this. I knocked on the last door. No answer. I pushed it open. The room was pitch dark, but even in the shadows I could tell it was bigger and fancier than all the rest. Right in the middle hung a huge painting, displayed like it was precious. Why did that woman look so much like me? She just seemed older. Who's that? Before I could think, the footsteps got closer, louder. Who'd be here at this hour? Did I just upset? Another VIP.
Who's there?
I didn't think I just ran. I got away, but that painting haunted me. That woman had to be connected to me somehow. So I searched for any clue. Huh, the owner of the Grand Arm? No way. They say he's the strange man. Never married, no kids, lived alone with a mountain of money. On my break, I snuck into the hotel's archive room to dig for more. I searched forever until I found something. Eleanor Watson, manager of the Grand Orem, 17 years ago. My heart pounded. 17 years ago, Watson. Too many things matched. Could she be my mom?
Wow! A thief in a luxury hotel.
Vanessa screamed. I was stealing! Thank God Knox covered for me again.
I asked Joyce to get some files for me.
Vanessa looked furious but had to walk away.
I really trust your work and character. But one more mistake and you're gone clear.
Got it. Thank you.
That night, I told Grandpa everything. What I found, what I thought.
Your parents are gone. These people have nothing to do with you.
But Eleanor, she looks just like me, I think.
You're not working there anymore.
I have to find the truth. Maybe I'll find my mom. I decided to get close to the hotel's head chef. She'd been working here for over 20 years. If anyone knew something, it'd be her. The second she saw my face, she looked kind of shocked, but then snapped right back to her usual cold, strict self. No matter how much I begged, she wouldn't even glance at me.
Out of my way, kid. This kitchen's got work to do. Don't stand there being useless.
I can help. I'll wash the dishes, clean up, whatever.
Right when I was wrestling with a giant stack of dirty plates, my phone rang. It was Grandpa Holy Pickles. If he found out I was still working, I was toast.
Where are you right now?
I'm just swimming a bit to cool off. Yep.
Kid, if you can't focus, get your butt out of my kitchen.
I hung up, heart pounding. I just have to explain later. Things didn't get any easier. While I was serving food, Vanessa and her gang kept picking at me. Lucky for me, Knox always stepped in to help. He's so kind and kind of talent. Not going to lie, the old chef kept throwing more chores at me non-stop. By the end of the day, I was so wiped I could barely breathe.
Spill it. What do you really want from me?
Do you know anyone named Eleanor? She worked here 17 years ago.
I thought it was just a look-alike, but looks like you really are connected to Eleanor. She and Mr. Raymond were madly in love. Then one day, poof, Eleanor vanished. Since then, Mr. Raymond's lived alone, never loving anyone else.
My mom and a hotel owner in love. Wait, does that mean Mr. Raymond is my dad? No freaking way. If that's true, then why am I living broke instead of in some fancy mansion? Whatever, time to risk it. I had to sneak back into that room and find out more. There had to be something in there. Maybe even Mr. Raymond himself. The room was still pitch dark, except for Eleanor's portrait, glowing like a freaking spotlight. There was no alarm last time. Seconds later, Knox burst in. He looked so shocked when he saw me.
I can't believe it. It's you this time. I can't save you, Joyce.
I tried to explain, but no. They dragged me out like a stray kitten. Just like that, I got fired on the spot. I got home. Grandpa was fuming, but before he could say a word, I cut him off.
I saw Mr. Raymond has the same necklace as Eleanor, same as mine. I know she's my mom.
He looked so stunned. At first, he refused to say anything.
I just want to know who my parents really are.
17 years ago, Raymond and Eleanor were in love. Because of his family's power games, Raymond had to leave my daughter for a while. He promised he'd come back. Eleanor was already pregnant with you. The Voss family only wanted the baby, not Eleanor as their daughter-in-law. She was so heartbroken she died right after you were born. I've hated the Voss family ever since. I never wanted you tangled up with Raymond or the Vosses.
So I lost my mom long ago, but I still have a dad. Mr. Raymond is my dad, and from what he kept in that room, I know he really loved my mom. The next few days, I tried sneaking back into the Grand Orem, but every time I made it a few steps in, they caught me and tossed me out.
Hey, don't let her in. She's a thief.
No, please. I need to see Mr. Raymond. It's important.
Guards, get her out of here.
And I was dragged out again. Was there really no way to see Mr. Raymond? Come on, Joyce. Think there has to be a way. Wait. Yes.
Knox, I need your help with something.
Thanks to Knox, I got back into the Grand Orem. I knew he'd pulled a ton of strings to get me a meeting with Mr. Raymond.
Don't worry. What I'm going to tell him is huge. He'll want to hear it. Thank you for everything.
The second Mr. Raymond saw me, he looked so shocked.
Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Joyce, Eleanor's daughter. It's really nice to meet you, Dad.
A few weeks later, the Voss family announced their new heir. This fancy event drew out every big shot in all of Miami. Right in the middle of the Grand Arms Grand Hall hung a huge painting covered with a white cloth. Everyone's eyes were glued to it. I walked in beside Knox, head held high. I belonged here now.
This place is only for the elite little country girl, like you should know her place.
Vanessa, I suggest you show some respect. Joyce is more special than you think.
Vanessa was about to flip her hair and roll her eyes. But just then, the cloth dropped. My mom's portrait glowed under the lights. So beautiful, so proud. Every single eye turned to me because I looked just like her.
After all these years, I finally found my daughter. Today, I'm proud to announce Joyce Voss as the new heir of the Grand Orem and the entire Voss family.
Vanessa's face twisted like she just swallowed a whole bucket of bugs. I just walked right past her, calm as ever, stepping up to take my new title for my father.
Don't waste my time, broke. Nobody hurry up and haul this stuff.
I stepped in just when Vanessa was yelling at one of the new waiters. He was apologizing over and over, but she kept snapping at him like she owned the world.
The Grand Orm doesn't serve guests who disrespect people. You're not welcome here, Vanessa.
I'm VIP.
And I'm the owner now.
Vanessa got thrown out while people around her giggled and whispered. Knox came to stand beside me. My boyfriend now. He'd been there for me when I had nothing.
Aren't you worried she'll spread rumors and mess with the hotel's name?
The Grand RM stands for real class. It doesn't bow down to arrogant bullies. I know I'll make it shine even brighter than before.